we got a green light. So I think we're good to go here.
But we always have to wait just a few minutes so everybody's stuff catches up.
Have to see what they have to say. Hello, folks. There they are. Happy Sunday, everybody. We're a little punchy.
We are wore out.
Wore out, man. Those kids wore us out. So
we've been in our bathing suits for 3 straight days. Jet skis, boats, towables, mini bikes. We're tired. They such a good bunch. Those kids are just so well behaved and so mannerly, and just little things. Every time they'd get out of the pool, they'd be cleaning everything up and putting it back in the gazebo. I never had to ask. They'd take their towels and hang it over the chair so their towels would dry. Just very, very sweet.
They're very good.
Not, but we're starting to feel our age a little bit, being around 3 teenagers for 3 days. But we really had a good time, and Luke is such a good friend to us. And that boy's seen some shit. And he really relaxed when he was down here. Him and his face. And that's what it's all about down here. Giving somebody time to take a little breather. He's going through some things in his personal life and really needed to get away before the kids started back to school. So it was perfect. And Infantryman donated another towable besides the one that Red Man and Chuck they out went in for. This one's a huge couch, and that worked out really good. They loved that.
Yeah, they did.
I was starting to get a little sick out there.
Yeah, she started getting a little queased out because I'm just going in circles out there at high speed.
Real high speed.
I don't think we can tow anything any bigger, but yeah, they were a good group. Luke has certainly done his share for the country. I'll tell you that. And beating around here. And the Doberman.
Yeah, we didn't know Luke was bringing a Doberman, but he did. A big Doberman, and he was very well behaved for the most part. But you put a bone in front of him, and him and Warrior tussled a time or two, but that Doberman did not like my cats. I was frantic last night. I could not find Sweet Kitty anywhere. Don got out in the middle of the night and got on the 4-wheel and went looking for him, and finally about midnight I think the cat came back, so he survived the Doberman. Just real quick, I just wanted to show you a friend of Lynn and Greg's started making some clothing for our wounded guys, and she sent a bag down here. It's just so nice. There's all sizes. See, this is a nice button-up shirt. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. But it's all Velcro. So for guys that have, especially Bo Jones that came down here, you know, Bo had that big thing on his arm and doesn't have the use of his hand. So she sent a whole bag of these, and I'm so appreciative. So I'm actually going to pack these up and mail some to Bo. From everybody that's been down here, I think he's the one that really could use these the most. And he needs to get out of that damn Marine t-shirt he wears all the time. So, but I really appreciate that. That's a nice thing, and if we all have the use of our hands and our arms and stuff, I just don't think you realize the small task of trying to button a button-up shirt. So I appreciate that, Lynn.
I got a green light here. I don't know why that doggone thing does that. I just don't. I don't see we're going to get anything better going here. I don't know. It's very clear out today and sunny. I'm sure that has something to do with it, but I know it's flicking on and off. Hopefully we're okay right now. I don't know. Are we going to do the millet report?
No.
Yes, I think. But it came back. Yeah, it's just. Uh-oh. There it is. That's probably Greg right there. No. For the millet report, I don't have any doves. I got a big dove hunt. I don't have any doves. I still got 20 days to get them in here, but I'm starting to feel a twinge of nervousness And I think what it is we've experienced a terrible drought here. I don't know what to do, guys. I can't control the internet on the Eastern Shore. That's it. It gets as frustrating for me. I got beads of sweat forming on my head already every time somebody tells me we're dropping off. So go ahead, take it over. I'm whooped. I don't have fucking time for internet dick tonight, but it's giving me the dick.
So we're expecting Lance to come down the end of the month. He's going to come down, spend the night, and then he is heading on to Virginia Beach. He's going to be working up there and hooking up with Mad Dog. So we look forward to having him, and then I guess I'm going to shoot back to Virginia Beach real quick. Got to take care of a few things there, and then we will be frantically getting ready for the big dove hunt that's coming up. We have a lot of wounded warriors that are coming in for that, and the very next weekend after that hunt is the wedding, so we're really pushing back to back here.
All right.
We have so many new subscribers.
We're going to talk about herding electric chickens here, because hopefully Terry's reading that, because I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I just turned the damn thing on. And Messer, let me get back to my shit here, because Messer's on here. Messer's done an awful lot down here. I am watching these doves so closely, but I think what the problem is we've had is several weeks of very dry weather where a lot of seeds should be producing, and it's bare ground. Doves love bare ground. They love plowed fields and bare ground, and they need a water source. So I provided all of that. But I think they've had their
field.
They have open ground all over the place. It's not condensed, and that's what has to be. All these fields should be green. My Jack millet out in that field should be 3 feet high right now. That's about all it is. So hopefully in the next 20 days, those places around are going to green up and start pushing those doves into isolated pockets where I'm waiting for them. But Dave, I'm watching, buddy. We're watching here real close. We're going to change this thing up real fast. Nothing like a dove hunt without any doves.
Yeah, well, that's Mother Nature.
Yeah, it's been weird. We did get rain 2 days ago, and it was a good one. We're expecting more rain on Tuesday, heavy stuff for the next couple of days, so we'll see. So we're going to get into the otter report.
Oh, yeah.
Don't be a fur bearer and mess around with me, because I know how to get you. So I go out and check on the ducks. You guys will get a duck update. And there was one with its side. He was just laying there bleeding out, trying to bask in the sun. That was a week or so ago. Like, what in the hell got him? Turtle. We've had the problems. I have not been able to catch them. And I've done a lot to it. And so I go out there yesterday with that little girl, and there is a duck with I'm not trying to exaggerate this huge chunk taken out of his breast. There's no skin around it. There's no fur. It is just down to his meat and open. Ugh. So I call a turtle trapper, and he's quoting me prices on what I need to pay him per pound for these turtles. He usually gets $1 a pound, meaning if I catch a 6-pound turtle out of that little pond over there, you owe me $6. I said, look, I'll just tell you this. I'll pay you $1 a pound, and I'll give you $300 to come down here right now and get them damn turtles out of this pond. And he said, I don't think it's a turtle that's doing that. It's an experienced turtle trapper. He said they lay up in the summertime. They're lazy. They really don't feed much. He said, I don't think it's a problem, and I've never seen a turtle get after a big duck. He goes, you got any otters around there? Yeah, we got a few otters around here. And he goes, that's probably your problem right there, those otters. So I am hell-bent right now. And those damn things get in there, those slick little similar spinning things that chase down fish. and just not going to pull you up on the bank and eat all of you. I'm just going to take a huge bite out of your chest and swallow that, and I'm going to go get another one. So we're working things. Is that cool? Did I do okay?
You did fine.
I am upset. I need rain, a
That-
lot of it. And
I was in the pool this morning, and he went and checked his traps and came back, and he had a damn raccoon that big. He like to never got the trap off of him. He was so big. So he's trapping. And him and Luke went out fox hunting last night. Didn't see anything last night, but he is determined to keep those ducks alive before hunting season comes. I started to say earlier, I don't know if you guys know, but the whole YouTube thing, we haven't put anything up there under my YouTube channel, but Don put up a sort of a mixed, composed of some of the phonies that he's busted over the past couple of days and put that up. So people are finding out where we are now and that we are still doing this. So we've had a lot of new subscribers, and we'd like to welcome everybody if you're on here and speak up and join into the conversation. This is a really good, mature bunch of people on here. There's not a bunch of kids that run off at the mouth. You don't have to be politically correct all the time, but just a bunch of good patriots. And I think you'll really enjoy this site if you start hopping in there and sharing with everybody. Also, on the right-hand side of the screen, you can friend people on here. So we're all friends, and we can have private conversations, on the side if you don't want to write something up where everybody sees it. So we're very happy to have you here, and we hope you enjoy it. We have a good time.
Beware of Chuck.
Yeah, Chuck's no good.
I don't think Chuck's on here tonight. We can talk shit about him all.
Chuck asked me my ring size. What if it's an engagement ring? What are you going to do?
Know. Usually on, oh my God, there's herding electric chickens again.
There's Greg Scott.
Oh God, Greg. Teaching my 17. Greg. And Lily, yes, it has a lot to do with the heat. It's like radio communications. Some of the things we used to do to get ionospherics and atmosphere shit. It's weird stuff. Mad Dog would be better. Something about that. It should be working. It's fine now. We're set. Good to go.
And Harley, I have tried that mashed cauliflower, and I absolutely love that stuff. I bought it already cooked. I didn't make it myself, but I've blown it all to hell this weekend with these kids here. We've eaten pizza. We've drunk. So I'm going to have to start again tomorrow from scratch. But I made some homemade keto ice cream from fresh strawberries, and that shit was good. So now I just got to learn how to make chocolate ice cream. But we're not doing too bad. Senior's looking great. I don't know how much weight he's lost now, but he looks really good. I don't think I've lost a freaking pound.
Luke will pull a cork with you. That's
Woo!
for sure. So, yeah. And if that feed got cut off, Luke just needed a break. He just needed to come on up here and relax and unwind because he looks up to us, a parenting figure, and bounce things off. He's out, and that Navy, man. That Navy is a big titty.
Well, he's
you
got
nurse on for your whole time in, and when they take that away from you, you can't make mistakes.
He's got 3 children, and one of them will be graduating, going off to college here in 3 years, and the girl is 4 years right behind him, and then you got the little one, Lily, that you guys met on here. So it's a lot of responsibility, and he definitely, I don't want him to have to go in harm's way. I hope he doesn't do any of that contract and stuff, but he's a smart guy. He really is a smart guy, and he's smart with his money, so I'm sure he's going to be fine, but he needed to vent a little bit.
I've made a lot of fun out of Luke in the past for shooting that hippo on your dime, your taxpayer dime. But, he guides safaris in Africa, high dollar ones, and so that's what he's looking to do some shooting courses, but get clients and go back over and get on these outfitters in Zimbabwe and everything else for big game hunts over there. And I guess I've never been to his house, but
God,
his daughters do nothing but talk about the heads everywhere.
Well, he's got a full bear that's stuffed. He's got a buffalo. He's got antelope. He's got some crazy goat thing.
All over Africa. I mean, he's hunted all of it, and he guides those hunts for the Big Five. Luke is in a league all his own with this. It just came to kind of light, but he's into the Big Five. The big Cape buffalo is one. Yep. Lion, leopard. I'm not sure what the other two are, but yeah, big money, big hunts. Yeah, he'll do good.
I don't like seeing those things killed. I don't. I think they're so beautiful, but I don't live there. And we actually have another good friend, William Wallace, as his real name, and he does have Scottish background, but he goes on the big safari hunts all the time. And people, when he puts pictures up, people are always giving him shit, about how horrible that is. And he really wrote a long thing about a month ago up there and said, listen. You're not there. You've never been. It's just like the wildlife here. You can't just let them go. The deer need to be thinned out. They're just going to be starving. They get overpopulated. And that's why the wild turkeys, the ducks, the geese, everything. And he said it's the same over there. It's just that they're larger animals. But it's the whole evolution's not the word. They need it. What do I mean? What's that word? Like, we need to thin these deer out around here.
They have a real problem with baby giraffes over there, and they need to shoot as many baby giraffes as possible.
Shut up. You know what I meant. He's an asshole.
It's big game hunting. It's okay.
Yeah.
Calm down, baby.
Well, I didn't want anybody to think he was doing something wrong.
Yep,
it's Navy Mom Tutu.
He's trying to eat. Who's Navy Mom Tutu?
Wanting to know the site.
No, that's not you.
I get on Navy Mom Tutu.
Well, that's her thing that I did because YouTube will just snag all the videos. So then I started her site, and when they take them down, I'd put them up on her site, and eventually they get tired of chasing me. And then I started Extreme Seal Experience, and would do that there when they get them off of hers, and I said, we're round and round. I think I could time how long I'll be up on YouTube with a flipping egg timer after that video. So
hey, Shot Dog, we are so glad you're here. We got some more new ones on here too. I hope everybody will chime in so we can get to know you. Yeah. We put pictures up of our dogs and our kids and cars, all kinds of shit.
That herding electric chickens is a scary dude.
Oh, I think he's so sweet.
You're
scared of him.
He corrects us all the time.
Yeah.
I gotta watch what I say. It's controlled kill. I don't think any of that is controlled kill. There's enough over there, and guys own the land. I don't know. So that's it. That's all I had was the otter report. We don't have a turtle problem. We have an otter problem. We caught some snakeheads with Luke. I took him and his son out there, and we went snakehead fishing. And that's it.
Any more news about the Dr. Phony?
Well, I don't know what news there is to really put up about that guy. I'll put it together, I guess. I don't think he posted it up, but he had a big post planned for his local Facebook page in Allen, Texas, where he was catching so much shit, and he just beat me stupid about taking his calls. I don't call these guys back. I don't answer their shit. I don't do nothing once I do it. And it was all clear. I've been misled. That was what it is. He just kept saying, you've been misled, and you need to hear what I have to say. So I heard it, and no way, dude.
He wasn't misled.
No, dude. I heard. And so it's all convenient when you really get into a pickle. And I was a master of it. That's why you can't do that to me. Because if you gave me 5 minutes alone to think up a story for what I was in trouble for in the Navy at that point, I'd have you in tears. You'd be crying. You'd be like, oh my God, I can't believe that. But
you're a terrible liar. You can't even lie.
So I pulled in the big guns on him after that. I got really upset that I was being talked to like that. That I'm stupid. I don't like people, and I get it all the time. I'm used to it. But when you think I'm stupid and this is working on me, and so I called in the big guns and went to work on him. And, when he hung up, I thought he was going to flip and start crying. But I have to get it up.
Don let Steve Robinson have a go at him, and it was good.
Yeah, they were in boot camp at the same time, not same company, at the same time. So there's I'll leave it out. But I got another guy. His records just came back in. His son-in-law is going to set him up tomorrow. He's a truck driver, and we'll see where that goes. So yeah, we're stacking them up again. I don't know. I think it's the heat that's coming out of everybody.
Making all the freaking phonies come out.
The verifications after that video back up on YouTube are just completely out of control. I got a guy. I verified the phony for him, and he comes back with, well, could he have been in SAD? That's the CIA Special Activities Division, and there's rarely a phony out there that won't also claim to be CIA. And I said, no, he's not. And then he started beating me up with the emails, and he's got 7 aliases for this guy, and he wants me to check every name. Well, I told him I'd save him some money for checking those names, and tell him I'm not going to find them. Criminals use aliases. SEALs don't. And you've got 7 aliases for this guy. So I asked him for the story. It should be entertaining, and we'll see what he has to say. But I'm not verifying 7 names that you give me for these aliases. Wake the fuck up. I told you he wasn't a SEAL. He ain't the CIA. I don't even have to check that. I don't think I could anyway.
Thank you, Setting Elf. I appreciate that. Lily and all my Echo ladies. Look at my wine cup my sister got me for the pool. Ain't that cool? And it has a lid on it so I won't spill it all down my shirt. I can just drink wine all day.
There you go. No, I put the guys on here to help me out them. I'll give them that so they can see their video, what I've done to them. But I should let the phonies on here. I should give them
No, God, no. I can't handle no damn phonies. Sitting Elf, you just got back for a big trip, didn't you? I think I saw you've been all over the place traveling around. If I'm getting it right, lots of people been doing a lot of traveling this summer. I think everybody's getting the travel in before the kids all start back to school and stuff. And good on you, but it has been so hot here. I was so excited for summer to come because I wanted to open up my swimming pool, and I knew all the kids would be coming down. I'm so damn over summer. I'm ready for some bonfire and sweatshirt weather. I'm over this heat. It's just, it's uncomfortable. Last
night.
night.
Duck call.
Your new one?
I was just going to.
Shut me up?
I was just going to do a feed chuckle for everybody.
Nobody wants to hear that damn duck call, Don.
Chickens does. Lily does.
Lily don't.
Reservist records. You got to give me a. How do we check reservist records? You're in the system. How do you check reservist records when you don't get a DD 214 unless you get activated on Title 10 or Title? When you put something to the records center, this is just what came back about that big idiot I just went after. They will go line by line on him, and there are some particulars of your age being one of them, of where your records are. But when they type your name in, it's much like the SEAL database, I guess. I can see if you were a SEAL, UDT, Scouts and Raiders, Navy Combat Demolition Units. Your name's going to pop, and they can do the same thing. You've got to provide them the just some basic information. The social is necessary, and it's going to pop. Whether you're in the Army, National Guard, and we get those records back all the time. Navy Reserves, USNR, all that. They have it. It's right there in front of them. tell you where the wasn't with me, but it was a team guy. The longest 5.56 sniper shot in history.
Who was that? I know that.
That story is so fucking funny. There was just this Taliban standing way out there, and that guy took his AR and he put that AR right on that dude, and he went. And everybody just stood there for a minute, and that dude went down. He was like, "Holy shit, you hit that son of a bitch! You got him!" It was the longest sniper shot with a 5.56, but the sniper guys that keep track of all that shit called bullshit, because you lucked, you weren't even trying. You just somehow wung it out there like what's that movie, Lonesome Dove?
Yeah.
Shoots that guy in the belly out there. That was funny as shit. But I don't know how long that thing was. I don't know much of the particulars. Luke would know a whole lot more about that.
Nice having Luke down here to sight your guns in, wasn't it?
Yeah, I take full advantage of people. Whatever your talents are down here, I'll find something for you to do to hook me up. So he helped me get in. Sight Greg's come in. Greg's got needed a lot of work.
So I don't know if we told you or not, but our next thing we're getting down here for the hunting season is one of those things that'll go on land and go in the water. What's the name of it?
Huh?
That thing we're getting that goes on land and goes in the water.
No, Lynn was blowing smoke up her.
No, I've seen pictures of it. It's
I know,
almost
but
ready.
she's-
He's got the wheels.
Okay, well, I just...
He's got,
she
but
don't bring
I
it up,
just
so
asked. I just
just
asked
thought
what
she
the damn
was-
name was. What's the name of it?
Panama Red there.
What's the name of it?
I don't know. It's a little Amtrak or whatever.
It's them
I'm trying
things
to-
that go on land and go in the water. And that's the next thing we're going to get, so that when they're hunting out here on the water, gun can drive that thing and drop the decoys off, and when somebody shoots something, he can get in it and go and get the ducks. I'm so excited.
I'll get your records. They're either in two places. The National Personnel Records Center. I think what they've done, Mary at the POW network, she tells me this all the time, and I can never keep it straight. When it depends on your age. If you're a young guy, we have to go to Millington, Tennessee for your records, and if they don't have them there, then we go to NRPC. If they don't have them there, then you never did serve. But your records are in one of two places, and I think the way she explains it, it had a lot to do with the fire in 1973 that destroyed so many records. Didn't destroy any Navy records, like they all claim, but they keep them in one or two places. So the FOIAs are submitted, and they'll find anything. We get Navy records back that show National Guard time. If you got out of the Navy and you went in the National Guard, if you're a USNR, we get that. Whatever you've done, your records are there. If you're still on active duty or in reserve time until you're 60, whatever, it's still going to show up. Your shit's there. And I put up that Civil Relief Act bit not too long ago of some basic information. That's the first thing that we get. When I ask for that, that's the first thing Mary will go to, is pull that up and go, yeah, he was on active duty for 3 years and some change. And that's the first one, and it goes to second step.
Yes, an Argo. That's what it's called.
Argo, yeah.
An Argo. Yep, I'm on the CBD oil again. CBD oil and wine. I'm happy. I'm so happy.
Oh, she's happy, all right. The Panama Red over here.
Mm-hmm.
There was something else. What was it? We just had.
Yes,
There was something
Robin.
about the DD-214.
April is going to be a good time for sitting around the bonfire, and actually, we are getting ready to build a brand new one right off of this side porch here. We're going to go get the big river rock and make a big fire and put some Adirondack chairs around it, because that's the closest spot to the booze when we're here, and it's got a really pretty view of the water. So that's our next project, is to make a big bonfire area, because Robin and them are excited about coming in April.
Good. Mad Dog's on here. He's talking about being a SEAL detailer. one of my, it might have been the guy that relieved Mad Dog, but one of the guys was talking to the SEAL detailer over the phone when he was attacked with a wrench. Yeah, they came in there and went to work on him with a wrench. That's how pissed off that guy was about the orders he gave him. How Jim survived that. You screw a SEAL on his orders and send him somewhere. And I know Mad Dog knows who that was, but he was on the phone talking, and here he come up behind him with a wrench and started going to work on him. He didn't like his orders. DD2 Forte, yeah. No, he got hit with a wrench. It wasn't. Rick got.
Well, Rick Cully deserved to be hit with the wrench, if you ask me.
Anybody knows Rick would say, yeah.
He's an asshole.
He beat up with a wrench, that's for sure.
Yeah.
For you.
I love we can just say whatever we want to on here, though.
Well, Mad Dog's on a roll.
Well, Mad Dog's had him some CBD oil, too.
That's right. We had a SEAL detailer. His name was Phil Pot. This is how bad this is with writing orders. I don't know how Mad Dog survived it. His name was something Phil Pot, and all the guys called him Pol Pot, from the Cambodian leader of the Khmer Rouge. Pol Pot. Pol Pot's got the orders. We got to go get orders.
I had a girl on my ship, and her last name was Go Down. Remember that? Brenda Go Down. She could walk down the ladder wells forward on her hands with her legs straight up and down. She'd walk down them steps and turn around and go right back up. Brenda Go Down.
I must have missed that one. Okay, there we go.
Sharp Dog, see, they're all on it too.
Oh man.
Everybody's on drugs on here. They do. Actually, my son just told me that there are 2 team guys that went through buds with him. And they live out in San Diego. And they started this CBD oil business. And they're doing very, very well. And when you get on their website, they have the adult CBD oil. And then they have the dog CBD oil. And I think it's what we need to get for Coda. Maybe he won't have such bad panic attacks.
You got to tell her that was her last name.
Who?
Brenda Go Down. It's just one of those names there.
Yeah, Go Down was her last name. Go Down. I would have hated to have that as his name, Diane Go Down. I would have hated it. What would she call that? It was her real name.
Her real name, Circus Sailor. Mad Dog, if you've seen her. Mad Dog's on a roll. I think his he's on this series. I guess people are sending him all kinds of shit, and we'll see what he comes up with now. But I think he's getting ready to honor a Danish paramedic, EMT or something. I don't know.
You're supposed to be sending Mad Dog pictures.
What?
Mad Dog called and asked you to send him pictures to go with this next video.
I've never heard that.
You did too. You were drunk.
Well, I've been, Luke will pull a cork with you, so I've been, I'm trying to recover. I'm trying to dry out here a little bit. And speaking of livers, William on here got a liver.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Been in bad shape. He got a liver.
That's awesome.
Later, William on the website here. So, what is the web, Diane?
What web?
Are
you talking about? Are you talking about the YouTube? Is that what you're talking about?
I'm only fucking with you, Jim. The new Ask Master Chief shit. It's not the new. It is. You've started the new series. I think he wants me to give him another channel. It's not good enough for Ask Mad Dog shit. This is the new Ask Mad Dog something here. There's Chuck and Mad Dog have become big buddies. Okay. Sharon Swallows a couple strong. That's pretty cool.
I'll have to put it up when we get off of here. Life's a Drag. I'm gonna have to get I'll get the link to the website and post it up here. I don't remember the name of it right now, but I'll post it up, and if you need any CBD oil, support the troops. Order from the boys.
There's Sharon Swallows.
Oh my God. That would be awful. Who in the hell would name their kid that? I'd change my damn name.
We had the tech, a little engineering tech at the Team 2. Mad Dog probably remembers him named Booger.
Was that his real name?
Yeah, well, he'd
Oh
say,
my God.
He'd go, it's Boger.
Boger.
Well, it's spelled Booger. Shut up.
Oh man.
All right, we are going nowhere.
I know.
Really,
This is going to be a shitty show, and we're sorry,
tired.
but we are burnt the hell out. Them kids were up at the crack of dawn. Don didn't even have his clothes on and his coffee yet, and that little one was banging at the door. And he put her on that four-wheeler and took her all around the property before he'd even had coffee, and it was like that every morning.
It was some, I say disorder in jest, but she'd had a good night's sleep, and she would start in the morning. She'd just show up out there and just invite herself right on in and just start talking and following me around. And I took her around the property. I do my morning lap. I took her around with my cup of coffee, and I said, well, I got some emails I got to check. And she went, okay. I was like, no, I need to do it. Why, where are they? What are you doing? I'll help you. She's, her dad, SEAL fathers are gone like a lot.
Yeah.
And some of the kids really hurt by that, and they need the extra attention a little bit at times. So little fatherly figure, little nobody needling them about doing anything, and a napkin on their lap. You can do whatever the hell you want down here. We're fine.
Yeah, they did good. Mick said he used to work with a girl called Silky Bush.
This is where these shows start.
This
really
is where
going
these
bad.
shows go. We either go toward the drugs, and who was that up there? One of my girls talking about the smoke shop she's got right by her house. If I had a smoke shop by my house, I'd probably buy some stock in it.
Well, she talked Diane out.
Oh,
She
I
would
finally
go
said you've got
anywhere
to
you were.
give my ears a break.
In the pool first thing in the morning. Diane was anywhere around. She's in the pool and just talking.
She had the snorkel in her mouth and was still talking while she was underwater.
This is funny.
Yeah, she
This
was.
is funny. All right, what do we got here?
But I'm just going to
Girl.
caveat that, like you say all the time, with Daddy being gone so much, Daddy being hurt several times, being in harm's way, not knowing if Daddy's coming back or not. The most well-rounded, well-spoken children, aren't they? Mm-hmm. Absolutely wonderful. Done a good job.
Good time. All right, somebody's pissed off up here.
Why?
I don't know. We're on about the Jocko's white tees and the erectile dysfunction.
What? Doc.
That was that phony I went after.
Oh, yeah.
What was that guy? That doctor in that video, when I tore up that dude for doing that, the doctor that did that procedure, I because I knew YouTube would pull it, what was that guy's name? Hickman or something.
Yeah, Lowell. Something,
the erectile dysfunction guy. That doctor did 3 different videos that I just thought were not in poor taste for me putting it up, but he is checking his work. I mean, it's his hammer. I mean, they're pumping his shit up, but Lowell Hipster, that's who it was. And the doctor wrote me an email, and he was not happy that I went after Lowell for telling everybody he was a SEAL in the erectile dysfunction video.
Bye, Steph. Have a good time at the party.
I didn't pay any attention to it, but
That
where's Steph?
she's got to go. She's got her niece has a birthday. It was early in the morning We were drinking coffee, believe it or not. We were back there by our big bonfire area in Chesapeake, and we were trying to knock that video out. We couldn't get 2 words out of our mouth. We were just busting a gut laughing. It was so funny. The erectile dysfunction.
The
Seal.
doctor really scolded me over that. Okay, Doc. And when you watch the video of what he's saying, you can see that he's trying to get out of it now. He had told them he was a SEAL. The last thing he expected was the camera, and they're going to talk to me about this on there. And Lowell didn't want to go very far with that one, so he hem-haws about renegotiating his contract, and he was going to get his shot at SEAL training in the Navy, and then he was just like, whoa, okay, guys, way too much here. I bullshitted you. I didn't know you'd put that camera in my face.
Well, no, I'm just saying. I don't know any man that, if you have a problem like that, I don't know that any man that would make a damn video about it. I mean,
Probably got free procedure or something. We can put your big lumpy ass up there and show your poop. I don't know.
Blair's, he'd just take a handful of mushrooms. God, we got some weirdos on here. We do. Oh.
Yeah, bye, Steph. Bye, Steph.
We will be back on our game next week, but
I gotta get this guy tomorrow.
Are you gonna film that phony tomorrow?
Yeah, I gotta get him. I got his records, and that becomes the other thing. I mean, you got to get their records, and time goes. It's just weird, man. It's really hard to do, and so I'm just kind of insisting now that dudes help me with these guys. I luck out sometimes with them, but most of the time I need the other person's help, and they don't always want to give it.
No, a lot of times they'll call and they'll just give him so much information and all this shit that they're talking and all these lies and stuff, and the people contacting Don are so angry and they want Don to, by God, do something about it right now, but they don't want to help. You know, whatever he's doing, his claims, has got you that upset, then you ought to at least be willing to hand an olive branch to Don to get it off the ground. It's not that hard. It's not that easy to sit here with all the information compiled and make a phone call and have them pick it up. Because a lot of people know Don, and they know that 757 area code. And so if you're not willing to sort of help,
well, I take the heat.
You got to be willing to help a little.
They're on the ropes, you know. I know things become small towns, and you just want to know for yourself. I know the Thanksgiving dinner table is only so big, and you don't want to go out that far. I understand people don't want anything. That's why they contact me in the first place. But I'll take the hit for it, and I always tell them, if you want to do that, you call so and so and get him on the line, and you tell him that you were playing around on the internet and you bumped into a Navy SEAL, and you just were so excited and told him that your friend was a SEAL, and he said he checked some list and he said you aren't, and that son of a bitch is on the phone right now. You straighten his ass out, and that gets the heat off of you because you're playing ignorant over the whole thing. What do you mean you're not a SEAL? And I think that's the way this one's going to go tomorrow. It's his father-in-law. He doesn't care. His wife's going to care a little bit. So that's the way that one will get.
Boy, his wife's going to be blistered for calling her daddy out.
He's an Army guy. He doesn't like the guy, and he's big blowjob. That's what he's going to do. That's the story he's running with. I'm going to tell it to him and just put me on the phone. I'll act like the old bosun mate. We got his records back. He had some trouble.
So Herman on here is coming down in December for a hunt. Suezo and Capo and them are coming down, and he's bringing a Marine with him that I got to meet online for the first time today. He's a big boy, I'll tell you. He is a big boy.
What the hell are you on about?
Herman is bringing a Marine with him when they come in December. Yep. And he looks like a great guy.
I don't know why this didn't go. So, the Medal of Honor guy. So, there was some stuff in HR about this dude. He worked. He gave the. I mean, you have to verify these resumes. They're not confidential, but there is some kind of a little bit with that when you're in a supervisory position and you're given this and you have to pass it around to a guy like me to verify it. And so he got mad and really wanted to stick it to him after that, because that guy started threatening him, and he took that resume and threw it at him, and his Medal of Honor citation, pulled the "how dare you" stuff, and so he asked me 5 questions to help him out with this with HR. Help me prove the Medal of Honor thing, help me prove the DD 214, help me prove what the record centers say about him being there, and there were a couple other things, and I just went and sent it. That was enough for them. They fired him, so he's gone. But another uncomfortable thing with that guy, in that position there, that, okay, now he's pissed, and he's been humiliated, and now he's out of a gig, and, you get nervous around these guys. So, yeah, he got fired.
Is there an early resident goose season in September?
Yes, we're going to dove hunt. We're going to goose hunt in the morning. We're going to dove hunt in the afternoon. I'm trying to get the infantry man to give me a hand. That dude won't contact me back. The DNR guy to find out about the licenses, and then we're going to dove hunt in the afternoon, and then we're going fishing the next day. However, I'm watching the doves. They're somewhere, but they ain't right here right now. We've got a smattering of them, and a smattering isn't a hunt.
So for everybody new on here, the only thing that was ever posted up, I think, on YouTube when you guys were following Dawn before, it was just the phony Navy SEAL of the Week videos. But on this site, we'd started a charity. The charity is Extreme SEAL Adventures, but we our property, most of the people on here refer to it as Warrior's Rest. So we do bust phonies. We put them up when we get them. Sometimes we're bombarded with them, but we also put up cooking shows, and we put up video about the wounded guys that are down here, and so it all goes for a good cause. So I appreciate you being on here, because life is about way more than phonies, isn't it? Way more. We get sick of that shit. Who's Eric? About guarding stool buses. What? Stool buses.
Dudes went off on him, and I think I put up the side-by-side comparison. So all we had was that grainy picture off of that fake resume, and somebody did it. I told that guy that I was going to reach out to a Facebook secret thing. Secret Things was the SEALs, and there's a Chief Petty Officer Sites closed group or something. And they took that up. I knew somebody would know whose head that was. And side-by-side comparison, and it did not take but an hour. That was the 5th one. Who is that in that picture? And it was some guy, and that was, it just played right into his service records, that he snagged a picture of a Command Master Chief, Force Master Chief, that wasn't even a SEAL. That's how much he knew about the Navy. He didn't even get a guy with a trident on him, and that was the coffin that sealed all that stuff. So I'm able to reach out. I'm connected. I knew somebody on there was going to recognize that picture, and they did through some reverse image searches. Tim Anderson on here did.
Hey, Trucker Ding, guess who the four-wheeler belongs to now? Me. I have taken that thing over. I'm always stuck here. We leave the big golf cart down there for the wounded guys and their families to use. Don got his little ratty-ass golf cart. The camouflage thing is always hooked up to some kind of a boat trailer. So now I've got that that 4-wheeler, and I love it. I write it down to get my mail every day.
Taught her how to ride it.
Yep, I love it.
Oh, yeah, that's there. Oh, we did need something. We don't know about a Master Chief of Note Ears. Master Chief of Note Ears.
What?
You can explain it when you come down. Lamps is going to swing by for a little bit.
Yep.
There you go. What do you think, sister? How we looking here?
Oh,
I
ready
am,
to put my feet up.
something's going on. Yep. I got dogs to feed. Everything's going around here really, really well. I just focus intently on this hunting. The next thing is this. Somebody asked about dove season. September 2nd. And we got kind of a full house coming in here with Messer at the head of the pack. He's coming in. He's a very nice donor here. I always try to get a donor or two down for the hunt. And now all I need is the dove. I don't know what's happening except the dry weather. They are somewhere.
Chuck
Hopefully
says they're scared from
out.
last year. Could be
That
that.
happens. That happens. Once burned, twice learned. There was so much shooting that went on here last year. Chuck got two cardinals and a chickadee.
Oh my God.
I just say horsecock. I think horsecock. I don't know. A lot of other guys that say horsecock. Not so much. I say it. And that's just the Navy way. But yeah, we should. If I wasn't so damn tired, I'd start getting into that shit right now. Lord knows what would happen if you said that now. Because if a Master Chief, 30 years, Command Master Chief of an aircraft carrier, can't even use the word strip club in his description of how he wants to handle the vice president. All going to be speaking Chinese.
That's true.
Them fuckers are going to run out of natural resources and they're going to fucking come take ours. And we're going to be too busy doing sexual harassment training and not swearing training. And all the other little festivals that we do in the Navy now.
Little festivals.
I'll tell you, it's getting fucking bad out there. You can't get a man. There's no more man in this. Yeah, okay. Now they got me good and fucking worked up. I am sick of that shit. Let alone, you need somebody to do something bad, and that's where it's going to come out. They're going to freeze us all like they did Stallone and break us out of this joy world that we're in. What was the name of that movie?
I don't know.
Peace and serenity. It's a joy world. Hot dogs. Armor hot dogs.
I don't know what's
It's a
on the
funny
movie
movie, but
list
I'll
tonight,
tell you what.
Nevada Tim.
I'll
There
tell
ain't
you
shit
what.
on anymore.
And I'll tell you what. Oh man.
All right, I'm ready to go in there and refresh my wine glass and put my feet up.
I'm just going to bed. I can't take it.
You going to bed?
Yes. You got to go clean that kitchen up.
I ain't clean that kitchen up.
It's terrible. Are we done?
I think we are. Thank you
We're
guys.
done.
Forgive us, please. It's just been a long weekend.
Yes, it's been very long.
But we'll be back on our game next week. Non-sexual pronouns. Everybody go hit the CBD oil and we'll see you next Sunday. Thanks.
That's Sandra Bullock in it, that's right.
What?
That movie where they bring Stallone out of the ice to chase down that bad guy because it's just a sweet world now. A lot of love and harmony. You remember that?
No.
Yeah, well, you don't know.
That's because I'm always stoned. I don't know what's going on.
Rub some more of that oil on.
I
you.
am. I'm going to get my
You're
CBD
gonna-
oil.
You'll pay the price sooner or later when that
Bye,
shit catches up to
ladies. See you guys next time.
you. Okay. See you guys. Bye.